Hi, this is Anatole with the 2 minute review of Narcos Season 1, Episode 8. This is going to be a little bit rough today, boys and girls, because I am trying to record up to the countdown for New Year's, going from 2018 to 2019, and I really don't have a margin of error, so just bear with any mistakes I make and any fumbling, because I don't think you're going to see this again if not too often. And there we go. There's some mistake right there. So, episode 8, we saw the capture of Kiki Camarena at the very end. And for those of us who remembered that Kiki was mentioned in Narcos in season 1 and also, I believe, in season 3, we knew this was coming. I know that there are people who have been watching the show who were not familiar with the true life tale of Kiki Camarena, so maybe for them this was a surprise. But for others, for those of us who had watched Narcos or had read up on the real life history of the DEA in Mexico, we knew this was coming. It was a matter of when and how. And it happened this episode. And I believe that the police officer he talked to in the bar in episode 1 is the same one who initiated the capture, at least the kidnapping on the street. I could be mistaken about that, but I believe it's the same police officer who ended up working for NATO. Now, where are we on the time? Again, this is going to be a bit rough. We are about 2 minutes from midnight. As far as the Narcos are concerned, many people on Reddit pointed out that the drug withdrawal scene with Rafa was unrealistic. Someone coming off of cocaine doesn't have those kind of symptoms. That cocaine does not have a physical addiction, it's a mental addiction. That the kind of symptoms that Rafa had are more along the lines of coming down off of OxyContin or heroin. So I have to agree that it's a bit sloppy on the part of the director and the writer to kind of go overboard like they did with his withdrawal. I think they were trying to punch it up just a little bit too much. I'm starting to hear explosions or fireworks anyway. Yes, and I can see them off to the distance, just behind the building. I would move the camera. Sorry, you can't see me. I would move the camera if I thought that we could get any of it, but we won't. If we run long enough, there should be some coming off over near this hotel. Right here after midnight, that's usually how it happens. I've lived in this area for 4 years. This will be my 4th New Year's celebration here in Saigon. Yeah, I can't quite see them. I can hear them though. And we are getting close. It's at 11:59, under a minute. I won't really know until I hear fireworks when the countdown happens. Anyway, the second part that the people on the Redditors, the second problem they had with the episode, starting here clapping, was the opening sequence where they raid the marijuana pot farm. Oh, it is now New Year's. Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy 2019. And there goes some more fireworks. I'm hearing a crowd. Wow, I feel like I'm narrating a real life event, not doing review. I'm moving the camera to see if you can get a little bit of the celebration going on. Unfortunately, this lens is not quite strong enough. I see it's attempting to autofocus, but it's not quite getting it. Anyway, Happy New Year's. Yes, you could see fireworks. How many times are you going to get that in the middle of a television review? Not that many. Awesome. Anyway, talk about production value. As far as the opening sequence, the raid on the marijuana farm, many people pointed out it was just sloppy tactics from the DEA, kind of thing that you do in Call of Duty and not in real life. So the episode was not as strong as some of the ones in the past. I really liked the final sequences between Kiki Camarena and his wife. I thought that relationship was built out really well. It's a nice corresponds really nicely with the relationship between the DEA agent and his girlfriend, no, his wife or girlfriend in season 1. And I thought that they built her just enough that we felt a little bit for her. They could have built her up more, let's be honest, but it was still a really nice relationship. And I imagine that when we get to episode 9, that relationship is really going to add to our suffering for Kiki as he's being tortured. Look at that. That's awesome. And what did I want to mention about the Narcos? I know there was something I wanted to mention about the Narcos. That we saw Diego Luna struggle against his role as the Godfather, in that he had someone to answer to. We all have someone to answer to, but he wants to have full authority over the Narcos business, and he just doesn't have it. And he sees that the higher ups, the people he's answering to, they're going in the wrong direction. They're making a unwise decision, and he can't stop it. And really, all the Narcos lost the viewer sympathy in the episode before. And I believe that was because they were priming us, the viewers, for episode 10, where I'm assuming Kiki Camarena gets killed. They don't want us to have any sympathy, maybe conflicted emotions, but no sympathy for them. And they needed to prep us in that we had to believe that they would be cold-blooded when it was necessary, so that when it came to killing Kiki Camarena, they would. So we are 2 episodes from the final. We are in 2019. This is Anatole Gio, and I'm wishing you all a happy new year. Pleasant wishes and everything else. Salutations. Take care and be well.